Merry Christmas 2025. It's been some year, I know. There's so much I want to say. And so much I want to say. But first and foremost, I am thankful that I'm here to be able to do or say, make video. And to all the lonely people out there, it's going to be okay. You can do what I do, and I pray. Somehow I find comfort in talking to the Lord. Times do get difficult, and it seems like the loneliness won't ever go away. But if you have fur babies like me, I'm so thankful for them. They give me so much love and comfort, too. But keep your head up. A few years ago, when I was first diagnosed with this rare incurable disease that the doctors don't really know how to deal with, they can treat symptoms. But I guess you could say, well, they sure haven't found a cure for the common cold that's been around forever. But anyway, I think it was 2016. And I started looking up scleroderma. Sclero is hardening and derma is the skin. And it's a connective tissue disorder. Oh, excuse my clock. I love my clock, but anyway, getting sidetracked here. 2016, I looked it up. The lifespan was 3 to 5 years. Well, that put me in I was pretty strong about it. I said, okay, that's a pretty good amount of time. Here we are in 2025, y'all. 2025. Praise the Lord. And you might have pain every day. Some days there's no getting out of bed. You just want someone to be able to talk to about things. But like I said, I pray and I talk to the Lord. And it's helped. Trust me, it helps. And I think of all these years that have gone by. Don't waste them, y'all. Don't waste them. When you're around family or friends, I don't really have friends. I'm not actually a hermit. I just like being home gardening when I can and crafting. And I used to be very outgoing until, anyway. Y'all just know, I feel very blessed. And I have met, not actually in person, but online, this woman who has a YouTube channel. She's just so kind and sweet, and I watch her lives. And you know, you can chat along. I try to when my fingers let me. little handicap there. But it's just so nice. The people, even in the chat, are so kind. The words. And I know you can say, well, that's kind of weird that this lady doesn't have any friends. But yet she considers friends people on the internet she's never met. But yeah. Yep. And then in turn, she has a friend, and she's very kind too. Yeah. Thankful for that. You never know. You just never know, really, whose life you will touch. And I tell you, they touched mine and my heart. And I thank God for them. But anyway, I wanted this to be uplifting and to let anyone out there know that if they're alone and it's overwhelmed by the lonely feelings and sadness and heartache, it's going to be okay. Someday I might get brave enough to share some of the parts of my story through life. And you have to dig down and find that peace and be happy. Be happy and be thankful. Be very thankful even for the little things. You know, when we're healthy or when we're younger, we don't think about how someone might not be able to lift up their coffee cup because of disabilities or pain. We just do it. Or opening a door. Simple. Open the door, enter, close the door, open the door, exit, close the door. But for some people, it's hard. You either have to leave the door open, wait for someone to open it for you if it's closed, or get those lever kinds like I have. That really helps. There's always a solution. You just have to figure it out. And please, by all means, no matter what it is, please be kind to someone, anyone, whether it's in the store, at the gas station, delivery person, male, lady or man. You never know what kind of day they're having. And I try to always think of that if I am able to get out to a store and there's a grumpy cashier or customer huffing and puffing because I've not been quick enough to put my money card back into my wallet, or I apologize and I try to think about what might have happened before then in their life, They might have just gotten a speeding ticket and that was money they were going to use for a present. They might have just got some bad news on their health. They might have lost a loved one. You just never know. I mean, from President Trump being president to us losing the Pope and them getting a new Pope and the wars and the AI and that poor Christian man, CK assassination. It's a lot. And the ICE raids and all this violence, fires, and still I can stand here behind this piece of electronic and say, thank you. Thank you for waking me, Lord, for being able to walk today, for looking at my sweet baby's face. Yes, my little babies. Yes, they are. And maybe seeing a bird out on a tree branch through the window. All these blessings to be thankful for. So anyway, Merry Christmas, y'all. And may the new year bring new, better, and good things. And if you don't have any good blessings, be one. Be one. I love y'all. Prayers and blessings from Georgia Granny.